For those of us who participated in the demonstration, we listened very carefully to the wording of the final document that morning, and we met afterwards and we talked about it and discussed it and decided that it still did not represent what we were trying to say and the input we were trying to give. So we made a plan to talk to our networks and the people that we represent, because it's important to remember that we're not there as individuals. I work for the Indigenous Environmental Network, and we have a vast network all throughout North America and many connections internationally. We brought a large delegation with us to represent the grassroots communities at the local level, Indigenous communities. So each of us, it's important to remember that we weren't there as individuals, but that we had vast networks that are part of our organizations, and also communities that we are part of within our nations as Indigenous peoples that we're part of. And that's who we were representing that day. And when we went and consulted with members of our networks and communities, told them what was going on, we got the backing that this demonstration was the right thing to do, because it was the issue of carbon trading, especially for people in the global south who are experiencing those kind of projects. It's very important, and we know and they know that it's a false solution. It's the way I think about it, because a lot of time what people will say is that we don't have any solutions of our own, that we're just complaining and this and that. But the truth is that we have our own solutions. It's the people within these large networks and companies and places like the World Bank that are creating problems for us. Carbon trading is not a solution for us, it's a problem. Before carbon trading came, we didn't have that problem. The people in the global south didn't have to deal with, assassinations happening, didn't have to deal with being kicked off of their land. They were living a good life, and because of these projects that are solutions for these major corporations who have caused climate change, it's their solution, and they're the ones benefiting from it, not the local people, and we know that. And that's the point that we were trying to get across at the Permanent Forum this year, is that it's not a solution. And I think it really upsets me that the Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues would come out supporting these carbon trading projects, when the grassroots people from those areas, the people who live in the areas where the actual projects are going on, don't want them. And the way I think about it is, as Indigenous people, we need to respect that. If we respect Indigenous knowledge and Indigenous traditions and other Indigenous people, then we need to respect what they want, because they're the ones that are in the actual areas that these projects are happening. And I'm really proud of the people who participated in that demonstration and who were able to speak up and stand up for themselves, because it takes a lot of courage to do that. And I'm just really proud of them that they are still representing their people and Indigenous people and their communities, and are willing to stand up for them for what's right.